सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ दक्षिणामूर्ति स्तोत्रम, verse number 4. We'll chant together. नानाचित्रघटोदरस्थितमहा दीपप्रभाभास्वरम् ज्ञानं यस्य तु चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुभात् एतत्समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। Adi Shankaracharya, presenting the entire Vedantic teaching in these few verses of Dakshinamurti Stotram, as a prayer also we can take, and as a glorification of that Lord who is appearing as a Guru in the form of Dakshinamurti. The prayer includes teaching also here. That is the uniqueness of this Dakshinamurti Stotram. It is a glorification of Saguna Ishvara and Nirguna Brahman. Both are there in this stotram. First 4 verses we can consider as the Shravanam part of Jnana Yoga. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a Shravanam part of Jnana Yoga. From 5th verse onwards up to 8th verse, it is like a Mananam part of Jnana Yoga. Mananam. You know what is Shravanam? Consistent, systematic study of scriptures from a competent, alive teacher for a length of time. Mahavakya Vichara. Then you have to do Mananam in the form of seeing the other systems of philosophies, how they are wrong, how Advaita Jnanam alone is correct, and doubting nature in the mind has to be completely dissolved regarding subject. The doubts, samshaya nivritti takes place in Mananam. Ajnana nivritti takes place in Shravanam. In spite of Ajnana nivritti, but there is a possibility of doubts remaining in our mind, samshayas. They continue. How world can be unreal, how I, the Atma, am alone is real. Doubts may continue. That doubts can be removed only through Mananam, by refuting other systems of philosophies. You clarify yourself more and more. Now in this 4th verse, which we completed in the last class, Shankaracharya has brought out the teaching of that Upanishad. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. That idea he brings in this verse. What is the essence of this whole shloka? The light example is taken. A light in the pot which has got holes, that light illumines the outside objects. What is the idea we have to derive in this example? All objects are known because of light's presence. All objects are known because of light's presence. But light is not known because of any another light. This is the main idea we have to catch. The light is that in whose presence things are known, either candle light or a deepam flame light or surya kanti, any kanti, any prakasha. Its job is to illumine the object. This flower cannot be known without light. This flower, rose flower, cannot be known. If light is not there, no surya kanti, no tube light, suppose. How can you know this flower? You cannot know. That means it has to be illumined. It has to be revealed by the light. Clear? So every object in the world doesn't have self-revelation, self-illumination. They have to be revealed by the light. It cannot reveal itself. Even it cannot reveal others also. But sunlight or tube light, they are revealing the objects and they themselves are self-effulgent. Surya Prakasha is effulgent. In its presence, things are known. Clear? This is the example. Deepam you keep here, flame is there. Light is there and it illumines the objects. But light is illumined by whom? By itself. Light need not be illumined by anything. It is self-luminous. Light is self-luminous. Suprakasha. But other objects are not self-luminous. They are dependently luminous, depending upon the light, flame. If you understand this example, this point, you have to extend this to Atma. First line example, Nana Chidra Ghatodharastitamaha Deepaha Prabha Bhaswaram. It is illumining the objects. And light is not illumined by anything, it is self-luminous. Light is there or not. Now you are seeing objects. And every chair is there, fan is there, light is there, everything is there, bulb is there. Sunlight is there or not, how to know? Sunlight is there or not? Such a question never arises. Because of which sunlight I am seeing all of them, sunlight is already proved, evident. I never doubt that whether sunlight is there or not. Sunlight is there or not, I never doubt, because of whose presence, sunlight, I am seeing everything, therefore it is evident. I need not prove the sunlight, whether it is there or not. I never get such a doubt. Because of this, every knowledge, every experience of every object itself proves the existence of sunlight. Like that, here also, second line, Jnanam yasyatu chakshuradikarana dvara bahispandate. Dashtanta visa. Yasya jnanam, that chaitanyam, because of whom chakshuradikarana dvara, by ears, eyes, nose, from sense organs of knowledge, bahihi spandate, pervades outside objects. Bahihi means external. Spandate, pervades, spreads. Chidabhasa goes out along with that sense organ, thought. In the mind, the thought, vritti comes. Chakshur vritti goes out. And Shrotram dvara, thought goes out. Shabda jnanam you get through Shrotra Indriyam. Shabda vritti, Shabda jnanam. Rupa vritti, Rupa jnanam. You see this flower, the thought pervades the flower. Thought comes along with Chidabhasa. Chit need not come, because Chit is already there in the form of easiness, because it is all pervading. Flower is, that easiness is called Atma, the consciousness, already that is there. But the easiness is there, the Chit is there in the form of easiness, but it is not known without Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa has to pervade along with the thought. That pervasion is called vritti vyapti, I said. Pushpa vritti. Pushpa vritti from the mind, thought pervades along with Chidabhasa. Then what happens? Pushpa jnanam comes, flower knowledge comes. Pushpa vritti first, then Pushpa jnanam, phala vyapti. Object is revealed through thought plus knowledge. Vritti plus jnanam. Pushpa vritti gives Pushpa jnanam. How the vritti has taken place? Because of eyes pervade the form of that flower. They get, the thought becomes flower thought. The thought gets the form of flower. Your whole thought becomes the rose flower thought. And the flower thought gives flower jnanam. Like that only every object, every blessed object, like that only. Any thought, any jnanam, this is the process. No other process. Either Shabda jnanam, I given Rupa jnanam example. Shabda jnanam, Rasa jnanam, Gandha jnanam, every jnanam, even Sparsha jnanam, that vritti pervades first, then it gives the jnanam. Ghata vritti, ghata jnanam, pata vritti, pata jnanam, book vritti, book jnanam, music vritti, music jnanam, dance vritti, dance jnanam. And you say, I know, I know, I know. Janami iti tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Third line, Janami iti tam eva bhantam. Tam bhantam eva, once this consciousness pervades the object. One example, two examples I have given. Acharya gives here, samastam jagat, the entire universe. Etat samastam jagat, the entire universe which is in front of you, is revealed by, known by. This is Anubhati. The object universe is Anubhati. By whom? That subject, that consciousness which is Bhati. Tam bhantam eva etat samastam jagat anubhati janami iti. Tam bhantam eva, being a self-effulgent consciousness, that is, it illumines itself, self-awareness, and the subject. Then whole world is Anubhati. Object is Anubhati, it is illumined by the subject. In what way? Janami. I know. I know my son. Janami iti. I know my daughter. I know my house. I know my water. I know my book. I know my dress. I know my everything. Whatever I have. I know. I know. I know. That is called Anubhati. Because of what? I am Bhati. நான் இருக்கேன் எனக்கு தெரியும். நான் இருக்கேன்ங்கிற ஞானம் ஸ்வயம் பாதி. எனக்கு தெரியும் எல்லாமே என்னது அனுபாதி. நான் இருந்தாதானே எனக்கு தெரியும். நான் இருக்கேன்னு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தானே எல்லாமே தெரியும். நான் இருக்கேன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும்ங்கிறது செல்ஃப் ல்யூமினஸ். ஜானாமி சர்வம், I know everything is dependently luminous. I know. If you know yourself first only, then you know everything. You know everything because of you know that you know. You know that you know. What you know is object. Who is knowing is subject. What you are knowing is object. Object knowledge is always depending upon the subject. But subject knowledge is depending upon what? Subject only. Knowledge object is depending upon me, the subject. I, the subject, who is knowing everything, is not known by anything. I am known to myself. Self-awareness. That's why you never verify whether I am there or not. I never verify from others. I am there or not, I never verify from others. That itself is the proof that I am self-evident, self-effulgent, self-luminous consciousness. This is the essence of this shloka. This is only revision, which I completed in the last class. Janami iti tam eva antam etat samastam jagat anubhati. To such consciousness, principle, Atma Chaitanyam, who is none other than my Guru, Shri Guru Murtaye. Tasmai means to such Satchidananda Swarupam. Existence, consciousness, principle, to that Tasmai. That is Satchit Ananda Swarupam alone is appearing as my Guru in the form of Dakshinamurti, who is teaching to Sanakasa Nandanas. To that Dakshinamurti, my salutations. See, Nirgunam and Sagunam. Satchit plus Dakshinamurti Nama Rupa. My salutations. Now, with this, the Shravanam part is over. Now let us enter to the Mananam part. You have to dwell, contemplate on each shloka and each word every day. Then you will get clarity. Fifth shloka we will read together. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also Bhagavan Krishna said, aham atma gudakesham sarvabhutashayasthitaha. Aham atma is there in everyone's heart in the form of Sat and Chit. That is called Atma. In Kenopanishad also I gave the name Anyadeva Viditad Atho Aviditad Adhi. The subject I am is different from known and unknown. Anyadeva Viditad Atho Aviditad. It is neither known nor unknown. That means it is not an object. I, the subject, am. Is it known? If the subject becomes known, I become what? Object. Then you have to acquire again another subject, then another subject, infinite regression comes. Does it mean that I am not known, I am unknown? No. I am not unknown also, I am not known also. Care of Kenopanishad. I don't want to dwell into that. Let us read 5th verse together. Deham pranamapindriyanyapi chalam buddhim cha shunyam viduhu stri balandhajadopamastvahmiti bhrantabhrisham vadinaha maya shakti vilasakalpitamaha vyamoha samharine tasmai shri gurumurtaye namaidam shri dakshinamurtaye. Now, regarding this Atma, there are many views. What is real Atma? Total knowledge is bliss. Total ignorance is also bliss. But half knowledge is dangerous. How? If there is total light, prakasha is there, I know the rope as rope. No problem. Rope is known as rope because of full light. If it is total darkness, full andhakara is there, I do not know anything. No problem. If I know rope as rope also, no problem, because there is light fully. I do not know anything there is also no problem, because there is no light at all. But when the problem comes, when there is semi-darkness, twilight, manda andhakara. Sandhya samayam is always manda andhakara. Either evenings or early mornings. It is neither bright nor dark. That is called twilight. Then only I see the rope as a snake. If there is light, I see the rope as rope. There is no light, I don't see anything, no problem. But manda andhakara is there, I see the rope as snake. Then problem starts. Shivering, shouting, trying to running away, or trying to beat that. All things are going on. Suffering, pain, frightening, all happens because of wrong perception. Similarly, example understood. Everyone knows I am there. Everyone knows. நான் இருக்கேன்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். But nobody knows, other than Jnani, nobody knows who they are. Everyone has got Samanya Jnanam. நான் இருக்கேன் என்னது Samanya Jnanam, general knowledge. Everyone knows. But that Vishesha Jnanam, they do not know. I am Rajjuhu. This is right knowledge. There is something is common, Samanya Jnana. That something is rope is Vishesha Jnanam, Prama Jnanam, correct knowledge. There is called Samanya Jnana. What is there? There is rope, Vishesha Jnana. That is called specific knowledge. There is அங்கிறது சாமானிய ஞானம். அங்கே ஏதோ இருக்கு. என்ன இருக்குங்கிறது விசேஷ ஞானம், specific knowledge. And the specific knowledge alone, if it is right knowledge, it is called prama gnana. Right knowledge. If I mistake it as snake, it is brahma gnana. It is also a gnana, but brahma gnana. Delusion, confused, mistaken jnana, mistaken knowledge. Vishesha jnana, the right knowledge, wrong knowledge, two are possible. Possible? Seeing thing yathatmyam, yathathatham, just as it is, if I know, it is called prama. If I know it as something else, it is called error. Brahma, anyatha grahanam. Whose language? Anyatha grahanam. Mandukya language. Agrahanam, no problem. Grahanam, Surya Grahanam. And the Grahanam vere. Grahanam, understanding as it is also no problem. Anyatha grahanam, understanding it as something else is problem. This is a big discussion, debate in Vedanta. Books and books they write. Pramajnanam is what? Brahmajnanam is what? Why Pramajnanam takes place? Why Brahmajnanam comes? What are all the circumstances? What are the consequences? Books and books they write, acharyas, on this. It is called, Brahmajnanam is called Adhyasaha. Error, superimposition. You have superimposed the snake which is not there upon the rope. Non-existent snake you have superimposed upon the rope, not knowing it as a rope. Now example is very nice. Come to the Ashtanga. Everyone knows that I am. Samanya Jnanam is there for everyone. Great engineer, great doctor, great advocate, great scientist, great auditor, great every profession you take, professor, great person, noble laureate who has got what are all awards. புதுசா இன்னைக்கு ஏதோ அவார்டு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. Falke Award, Nobel Prize, so many Padma Shri, all those titles they get. All of them, they know they are, they don't know who they are. Entire humanity has got that Samanya Jnana, but they do not know they are Atma Swarupam. So they do not know who they are. Then if they do not know who they are, they take themselves as something else. Once I do not know rope as rope, I see rope as something else. What is that something else? One person can see it as a snake. Another person can see it as garland, mala. Another person can see it as a big stick, danda. Another person can see it as a water stream. Possibilities are there or not? According to their own imagination, speculation, one person can see either sarpa or mala or danda or bhuchidram, a crack on the earth. All these are correct. Bhuchidram, crack on the earth, jaladhara, water stream, seeing the rope, and they are superimposing all like this. What is there? There is bhuchidram, crack on the earth, seeing the rope. What is there? Someone person says, mala is there, garland is there. Really what is there? Rope only. But this person mistaken as garland. Mistaken it as garland. Another person mistaken it as what? Snake. Bhuchidra, sarpa, jaladhara, danda, all are different errors, misconceptions by different people. But what is there exactly? How many are there? Mala also there, Bhuchidra also there, stick also there, can you say? All these misconceptions, varieties of misconception, but one truth there. That is, what is that? Rope. Upon one rope, how many misconceptions? Some people take water pipe and the bathroom like geyser, water pipe, and the water pipe they take like that, snake like it is. And the stripes also will be there upon that. Like that, here also, there are people, Dehatmavadis, Pranatmavadis, Mana Atmavadi, Vijnana Atmavadi, Shunya Atmavadi. Acharya gives misconceptions possible either by own students or some philosophers we can take. Charvaka philosophers take Deha is Atma. They do not know Sat Chit Ananda Atma because it is not perceptible. What is available? Virochana did that only. Rakshasa Guru, Virochana went and studied the Shastra from Indra, from Brahmaji, and understood what? First lesson, first class, Deha, Atma, he understood and came out. And taught the same thing to all Rakshasas. This much only they know. Deha, Atma, Deham, number one. Who takes this body is Atma. It is available, perceptible. I am experiencing Deha Atmavadi. Then second, all these are called Charvakas, Deha Atmavadis. Therefore, if your body dies, that's all, no problem. You take lot of kadan vaangite. Adikappuram you can say no goodbye and you can go away, no problem. The body you are, after death nobody will ask. Therefore enjoy as long as you have. Yavat jeevet sukham jeevet rinam kritta ghritam pivet bhasmi bhuta dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. They say, their philosophy is this: as long as you live, day after tomorrow or day after tomorrow, enjoy. January 1st is coming. Yavat jeevet sukham jeevet. Enjoy, be merry. How to get money? Runam krutva ghritam privet. Live as long as you live comfortably, luxuriously. If you want money, ask neighbors, relatives, some from people. Runam kritva, taking debt from others. Ghritam pivet, nalla sweet sapid. made out of ghee. Ghritam pived. If I take lot of money, debt from others, how can I repay? You need not repay. No, if you don't repay, I don't repay, I get papam. Who will get papam? After the death of the body, that's all. Nobody will get papam. Where is papam? Bhasmi bhutas dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. No, if I die, I will born again. How can you born? Once you die, the body is burnt, converted into ashes. How can you burn? How can you come back? Who will ask you money? Nobody will ask. Therefore, that's what happening, taking money from bank, they are not returning. Who will ask? After we can go away. They buy everything by taking loan from the bank. Nobody is paying. Like that, all are charvakas. Papam, punya papam, bhayame kadiyad. Enna, yarku punya papam? After death, where is punya papam? These are all called Dehatmavadis. Other than Deha, there is nothing else. The next philosopher, Pranatmavadi. There is a Pranam, other than Deha. Prana means Sukshma Shariram. Dehatmavadi is the Sthula Sharirame Atma. That Vadi. All materialistic people are all called Dehatmavadis. Khavo, pivo, maja karo, all group is there, no? Dehatmavadis. They don't accept even prana. Who sees prana? Adu kannuke theriyadhu. But there are some people, philosophers, prana is Atma. Because after death of the body, Sukshma Sharira is there, continues. Therefore, prana alone is Atma. Without prana, body cannot survive. Therefore, prana must be the Atma. They are called Pranatmavadis. Second group of philosophers. We saw all of them in Mandukya. And Indriyani comes under Manas. Even Prana, Manas, Indriyani comes under Sukshma Sariram. So Prana comes under Sukshma Sariram. Some people accept Sukshma Sariram. Dehatmavadis don't accept Sukshma Sariram. But Sukshma Sarira Vadis accept prana as Atma, or another system of philosopher, Indriyani means Manas Antakaranam, and sense organs also. They put together Indriyani. Mana Atmavadi Nityarthaha. Mind alone is Atma. Other than body, prana, there is mind. Because of mind only everything is coming in this universe. Therefore, Mana Atmavadi. Mind alone is Atma. Third system of philosophy. And the fourth system of philosophy, Vijnanamaya Kosha. Buddhim Chalam Buddhim. Some people consider Vijnanamaya Kosha as Atma. They are called Yogachara Buddhist. This also we saw in Mandukya. Chalam Buddhi means this Yogachara Buddhist take. Atma means thought. The thought which is coming in our mind, Pushpa Vritti, Ghata Vritti, Mic Vritti, Pot Vritti, all these thoughts are coming. Each thought is called consciousness. I am conscious of, I know this pot, I know this flower, I know this mic, I know this. That thought is called consciousness. That consciousness is called Atma. Every thought comes. Once the Pushpa I show, Pushpa thought comes. That consciousness, Pushpa thought means Pushpa consciousness. You are conscious of flower now? Are you conscious of flower? That is called thought. Pushpa, flower thought. Flower thought alone is called flower consciousness. This flower consciousness is called Atma. Now flower is not there. I show that clip now. Now what you got? Clip thought. Clip thought is called what? Clip consciousness. Clip consciousness is called Atma. Chalam with the Pushpa thought gone, clip thought has come. Then what? I show the pot. What you got now? Pot thought. Pot thought is equal to Atma, the consciousness. Pot thought is equal to consciousness. Consciousness is equal to Atma. Therefore, this Vijnanam, the thought which is coming in the intellect, Vijnanam, is Atma. Chalam buddhi. Chalam is changing. Flower thought is not pot thought. Pot thought is not clip thought. Clip thought is different. Pot thought is different. Mic thought is different. All thoughts are different flow of thoughts. First flower thought comes, then it goes back, then clip thought comes, then it goes back, then pot thought comes, then it goes back. Like that you are getting many thoughts. So every time, every thought is consciousness. Therefore, flower thought, flower consciousness goes away. Then clip thought comes, so clip consciousness comes. Clip consciousness goes away and pot thought comes, so pot consciousness comes. Therefore, consciousness is a flow of thought. Salam, moving, momentary. Momentary thought is called consciousness, that consciousness is called Atma. Therefore, this Chalam Buddhi Vijnanamaya Kosha is Atma. Yogachara Buddhist. Then another Buddhist comes, this how this flow of thought can be consciousness and Atma. If we ask what he says, it is a flow. How? It is just like water flowing. Are you seeing the same water? No. River is flowing, water is flowing. You are seeing same water or different water? Different water. Momentary, the water is changing. This water goes there and it disappears and another water comes in front of it. But river is continuous. But that water experience, what we are seeing, water flow, is not the same water. It is new water. New water or not? If it is same water, it gets stagnation and smells. Flow of river like. Another example he gives, light, lamp. Are you seeing the same light? Suppose the lamp, once you kindle, it is for 1 hour. We are thinking I am seeing the same lamp, light. According to Yogacharya Buddhist, you are not seeing the same light. When you kindle, what you saw, the flame is different from that after 1 hour what you see the flame. Ade flame appa, the same flame I am seeing. And he will ask us, Yogacharya Buddhist asks us, if you are seeing the same flame, how the oil will be reduced? Oil has to be the same if it is the same flame. Oil should not be reduced. But every time you are pouring oil with the spoon, that means oil is totally absorbed by the flame, first flame, then second flame, third flame. Every time you are pouring oil, is it first flame? That's why flame-like. This thought also is a flame-like. It is not same thought. That's why Kshanika Vijnanavadi, he is known as. Kshanika Vijnanavadi. Momentary consciousness philosopher. Consciousness is momentary, it dies everything and it bonds next moment. Consciousness dies. Because second thought has to come, second consciousness comes. Second consciousness means what? Second Atma. Atma every time has got Janana Marana. Janana Marana. How can you talk about that consciousness if it is died? Suppose who is talking about that first consciousness? Nee irkamati, because your first consciousness died. How do you know about third consciousness? And we ask so many questions in Brahma Sutra. Vyasacharya raised so many questions to refute this Buddhistic philosopher. Therefore, lot of fallacies are there. Then Sunyavadi comes, another philosopher, Buddhist philosopher. Hey, this consciousness is momentary. One consciousness, flower consciousness, died. Then clip consciousness comes. Clip consciousness also goes away. Therefore, when that consciousness goes, again another consciousness comes. Really speaking, there is Shunyam. What is there in between? Shunyam. Absence of thoughts. In deep sleep also, you go deep sleep. Are there thoughts? Do you have thoughts? If you have thoughts, can you call it as a deep sleep? In sleep also, thoughts are there, suppose. Can you call it as sleep? No. It will become Jagrat. In sleep there are no thoughts. That means there is no consciousness. In sleep there is no Atma. Who says? Shunyavadi. Buddhist. Madhyamika Buddhist. Why? It is called Anandamaya Kosha. Now, Yatra Kosha over Deha, Annamaya Kosha, one philosopher. Pranamaya Kosha, another philosopher. Manomaya Kosha Atma, Mana Atmavadi, another philosopher. Vijnana Atmavadi, Yogachara, Buddhist, another philosopher. And Shunyavadi is Anandamaya Kosha, is Atma, because everything is Shunyam. No thought available, that means no consciousness is there. You are not conscious of anything. Therefore, consciousness is not there. Therefore, what is there? Emptiness is there. Voidness is there. Vacuum is there. Shunyam is there. The same line we discuss months together. But I am discussing in 10 minutes because we saw already. This is a PhD work. Dakshinamurti Stotram. So, Shunya Atmavadi, Shunyam is Atma. Madhyamika Buddhist says, what is this whole universe? Shunyam. Shunyam is Atma. Nothingness is called Atma. But we don't accept that. Who is talking about nothingness? Somebody should talk about nothingness. The one who is talking about nothingness is called Atma. But avanik puriyadu. Em puriyaduna, second line, Acharya says, all these people are like Stri, Bala, Jada, Andhavat, Upama. Upama means all these Dehatmavadi, Pranatmavadi, Mana-atmavadi, Vijnana-atmavadi, the Karana Shariram. Anandamaya Kosha means Karana Shariram. Stula Deha Atmavadi, Sukshma Deha Atmavadi, Karana Sharira Atmavadi, Shunya Atmavadi, all of them are like Stri. Stri means not female here. Stri means the mindset. We have to take not physical body. Bala means not Bala. Physical body we should not take. Stri means female body we should not take. Andha means blind person we should not take. Jada, inert person we should not take. Then what we have to take? Mindset. Normally, women are attached to their family, very much emotional. Who are all attached to their family, who are all emotional, they are all come under Stri. Even Purusha also. Suppose he is having too much attachment for children, too much attachment for family, always thinking about son, 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 daughter, daughter, daughter. His mind is called Stri Buddhi. Generally, woman has got a lot of attachment towards family. Adi vandu Stri Buddhi. Those who are very much emotional, attached to, if they are not attached to family, either they are attached to friends. If they are not attached to friends, they are attached to God. But attachment is compulsory. Either they are female or gents. And the mindset, emotional, always attachment. Such buddhi can never receive Vedanta Jnanam. Why many people don't receive Vedanta Jnanam, you understand now? Many people are emotionally weak and their intellects are stultified, stunted. The moment you are a so emotional person, your intellect will not function. You cannot be a sharp thinker because your intellect is suppressed in an emotional mind. Many people are emotional. You have to grow out of it. From family also. Up to 80th year, 80, this person is worrying about Peti Peranana. And prayers are also for that person only he is doing. What an attachment for Anatma. That means emotional. Emotions are so powerful. Those people are unfit to receive Vedanta Jnanam, because Vedanta Jnanam you require a sharp, subtle, agile intellect. Maximum people are not able to receive Vedanta Jnanam because of their attachment towards 5 anatmas. Either family or job, or they are attached to possessions, or they are attached to body, or they are attached to their mind. Emotional. Stri enna adi artham inge, not women. Understand? Because there are many women in he is there. They are so strong, they are not emotional, they are very much intelligent women are there. Brahmavadins are there. Gargi, Maitreyi, Madalasa, they are all women only. But they are all not having woman mind. That's why there are many gents, but they are very, very sensitive, emotional. Chumma kannula thanni varum. How emotional. That means what? Even gents are also having Stri Buddhi and nothing. Stri generally having that. And some gents also having that. And having a body eduthukodadu, mindset. Then Bala. All these philosophers are compared to either Stri mindset, emotional people, or Bala means here not a boy. Just as the Bala mind is not mature, these people's mind is also not mature. They are physically 40 years, 50 years people only. Age-wise they are elders. But thinking-wise, like children. Just as their mind is not mature, these minds are also not mature. Who are all talking Dehatmavadi, Manatmavadi, Pranatmavadi, all systems of philosophers. Other than Advaitins, all of them are mistaken themselves as Atma. They do not know. They have taken the body as themselves, or mind as themselves, or Vijnana as Atma, or Shunyam as Atma. Not only that, Stri, Bala, Jada, there are some people Jadama irpa, Tamasic, mostly Tamasic. Oru vishayam puriyadu. Tamil la sollamanna mattamana buddhinu solluvaanga. அது என்ன எதுக்கு உதவே ஆகாது அந்த அப்படிப்பட்ட புத்தி, ஜட புத்தி. ஜடம்னா என்ன? இந்த ஒரு பொருள், ஜடமான பொருள் எங்கே போட்டால் அப்படியே இருக்கும். இட் டசன்ட் நோ இட் இஸ் தேர் பை இட் செல்ஃப். இட் கேனாட் நோ அதர் திங்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. திஸ் பாட் இஸ் ஜடம். Pot cannot know itself and pot cannot know anything else also. There are some people, they do not know about themselves, they do not know about others also. அப்படிப்பட்ட people இருப்பாங்க. In all philosophers are compared to that ஜட புத்தி. எவன் திட்டுறாரு பாருங்க. ஸ்திரீ பால ஜட. Another example, andha. Andha means not kurudan, not a blind person here. Those who do not accept shastra pramana, shastra chakshu. Andha means shastra jnana rahitaha. Shastra jnana rahitaha. All Buddhists, they never accept Veda pramana. They are all called Veda Bahyaha. We are not supposed to accept them. They never accept Veda. Avaidikaha they are. All Buddhists. Therefore, Andhaha means Shastra Chakshu, they don't accept, they don't make use of Shastram at all. Equal to Andhaha. Understand? All are mindset. ఇది జ్ఞాపకం ఇచ్చుకోండి. స్త్రీ బాలాంధ జడోపమ ఉపమ మీన్స్ కంపేర్డ్ టు వాట్ దే సే. దేహ అహమితి, ప్రాణ అహమితి, మనః అహమితి, చలాం బుద్ధిం అహమితి, శూన్యం అహమితి, భ్రాంతాః. దే ఆర్ ఆల్ deluded with this type of thinking. vrishamvadinah, and they vehemently argue. நம்மாத்து மாப்பிள்ளை மாதிரி தமிழில் எதை சொல்லுவா, அவனுக்கு புரியாது, நம்ம சொன்னாலும் புரியாது. அதுதான் விஷம்வாதினஹான. பட் தே ஆர்கியூ. What they argue? I know everything. I know everything. A person who knows everything never say I know everything. Eka vijnanena sarva vijnana. If I know Atma, it is as good as known everything. I never say I know Atma. I cannot say. If I am a Gnani, I never say I know Atma. Because if I say I know Atma, Atma becomes an object. Atma is aprameyam, unobjectifiable. How can I say I know Atma? No, I don't know Atma. I know Anatma. Suppose anybody says, I know Anatma. If you know Anatma, then Atma would know. Anatma would know. Lundirukappa Dvaitam. Adivu Ajnananda. Then edudha sollanoppa Swami. Anatma kuda theriyada. Anatma illave ille. It is only thotram. It is only an appearance. Just as your dream. Bhrantaha, Vrishamvadinaha vehemently argue what is their unknown consciousness, Brahmana, Sattu, Chitta. Don't talk in front of me, they say like that. Because gross-minded, emotional and weak-minded people, indisciplined mind people can never grasp Atma. Weak-minded, emotional, gross mind, indisciplined mind people cannot enter this field of Advaita Atma. Impossible. To come out of that gross mind, emotional mind, indisciplined mind, you have to follow Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga. அது முடிச்சிட்டு அப்புறம் வா. நீ வந்தாலும் புரியாது. ஏதோ ஸ்ரத்தா பக்தியோட கேட்கறது அது வேற விஷயம். இங்கே கர்மயோகம், இங்கே உபாசனா யோகம் ஆகிடும். வெளியில் பண்ணலன்னா இதே இந்த கிளாஸே என்ன PhD class becomes Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga for that person. Those who have not finished Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga previously. But this subject will always secret for that person. It can never be unfolded. Even that person listen. மூக்கு எதிராக உட்கார்ந்து கேட்டாலும் கூட சாஸ்திர மாதா நோஸ் நான் சீக்கிரட்டாக தான் இருப்பேன் உனக்கு. ஏன்னா அவனுக்கு அது இன்னும் தகுதி வரல. வந்தால் என்னென்னா அப்போவே கிளாஸ்லே அத்தைவ பிரம்ம சமஷ்ணுதே. More in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.